SpongeBob character, but you know what? Let's save that to the end. I worked the hardest on that, so stay tuned to the end to watch me draw this SpongeBob curse.
Himself the Dark Knight, and now he looks like this. He's completely forgotten that barbers exist, and he looks like he's got VIP tickets to a furry convention. Additionally, he's lost his right foot in battle, and has since become an angry ice cream barista, taking up real estate in his customers' mind while they sleep.
Time for some crazy Batman action here. So again, I already drew the SpongeBob character, and you'll see little glimpses of it. I want to save that surprise to the end because that is my favorite drawing. But after I was done with the SpongeBob, I thought it would be great to draw a few more of these cursed Lego figures here. And I wanted to start with this really weird Batman here. So we had the Batman body here, but make him a little bit older, a little bit more beard action, as you see me drawing here. A little more bushier eyebrows, a little bit more angry. Batman's always angry. He's got problems, you know. Batman's got a few problems going on. But also making him happy is also drawing this little peg leg he has here and these ice cream cones that he has in his hand. The ice cream cones, you can tell, they're kind of neutral. They're neutral. You're not sure if they're... Oh, that's a sad ice cream cone. There you go. So this is the Cursed Batman.
Next, remember the snowman from earlier, the one whose head we cooked to make some nice fresh water? Well, I revived his head and turned him into an almighty snowman general. I pretty much decapitated this creepy head itself is one of the most cursed things I've ever seen. It's from the Muppets Lego Statler minifigure, but in my attempt to make this absolute baddie even cooler, I turned him into a Sith Lord using Darth Maul's body, and then made him even cooler by giving him a floaty. This is the most feared Sith Lord ever.
Oh boy, here comes the most feared Sith Lord ever, as my friend Sacred Brick said. So, again, I love the Muppets growing up, so it's great to do this particular character here. Also drawing older dudes. Always a lot of fun to do, but adding the Darth Maul style body, as you see me doing here. Now, again, this character was drawn pretty small. As you see, the SpongeBob character is to the left of him. So, did the best I could with the amount of space that I had here on the side, but it was also fun adding the little floaty around his waist here, giving him, my trademark fist pose there. Yes! Whenever I don't want to draw hands, I'll go ahead and do the fist pose there. But yeah, man, this is my Muppet Sith Lord right now.
Lego torso piece, they used me for reference. I turned SpongeBob from a short, burger-flipping sponge to an absolute top-G beast that strikes fear into anyone he's around. If you thought SpongeBob was quick with those buns and patties before, you don't want to see him now.
Alright, now to the main event. I am drawing here this Giga Chad looking SpongeBob character here. I've drawn SpongeBob in a Marvel style before, but wanted to use Sacred Bricks design when drawing this. First of all, again, a huge shout out to Sacred Bricks for letting me do a version of his characters. It's fun doing these Lego concepts and then turning them into this Marvel style, trying to interpret how I would draw these if these were Marvel characters, and turning the SpongeBob into a Marvel-ish style character was a lot of fun. And you know me, love drawing the muscles. Any chance I get to draw the big muscles, just because I don't have any, it's always a lot of fun to do. So I wanted to see how I could incorporate SpongeBob's sponge head into the rest of his body here. So one thing I wanted to do with this design is when you saw Sacred Bricks take off the head, you saw there was some detail there. So you saw that on his chest, he had like three scars on his chest, so I want to include that as well as the straps on his arms. That's what I also wanted to include. But also you see here, like SpongeBob, he still has his tie and his belt, so I also want to include that. So you see that very small under his chin. So that's why that is there. So again, but adding my sensibilities, adding a lot of veins to him, adding a lot of bulging muscles to the character here, but also adding that sponge texture. I want to add that all over the body, so just to make everything as uniform as possible here. As you see, only 3 fingers. Sponges only have 3 fingers under the sea. What did you do? But then again, also adding the weights here coming up shortly here. I'm going to go ahead and add these weights here. Get it, because this boy can lift, man. This boy can lift. Right there. Okay? And this was a lot of fun. Once again, thank you to Sacred Bricks for letting me do this. And this was a lot of fun, for sure. And here it is, the final drawing. This is the black and white version here, which I think turned out a lot of fun, especially with the supporting characters. You see everything all together. And then, of course, the colored by my longtime collaborator, my good friend, Mr. Thomas Mason. Please do give him a follow at Mento Studios. And once again, huge shout out to Sacred Bricks.